What's doing, guys? Trump is trending live from the White House today. Just got out of the press briefing with Karoline Leavitt. Unfortunately, didn't get a question off, but a lot of the questions asked of her were about the Epstein case, about Trump's position on Epstein, talking to his supporters about the Epstein thing. And so she pretty much gave the same answer that President Donald Trump did, the hoax part of this being that the Democrats are seizing on this. And I'm going to be honest here, too. She started out the briefing by showing some of these illegal immigrants that have been arrested, many of them for crimes against children, sexual crimes against children, and it just washes right over the media. They have zero interest in what they are seeing there, yet they seem to be interested about the Jeffrey Epstein thing, which was about abusing children. And so I would love to know that the Democrats now, for 4 years, never once mentioned the word Jeffrey Epstein. Now, all of a sudden, they're interested in kids that were trafficked. Does this mean that they are now interested in the hundreds of thousands of children that were trafficked across Joe Biden's wide-open border? Do they want accountability for that? Do they want to see people like Mayorkas pay a price for this, for taking part in probably the biggest child trafficking operation that's ever occurred in the world? I mean, this was, you're talking about 500,000 kids over the Biden administration that were trafficked into this country. 300 and something thousand of them unaccounted for. They lost them. They didn't know where they were. So where is the interest from the Democrats on that? Also, too, where is their interest and why do they turn their heads the other way when it comes to these illegal immigrants that are sexually abusing kids? If that's what we're about here, we want justice for these kids that are being abused, justice for these kids that are being trafficked. Why are the Democrats not congratulating President Donald Trump for capturing these illegal immigrants and also helping ICE in the process? Because they don't truly care about the children that have been trafficked. They don't truly care about the children that have been abused. They see this as an opportunistic way to get at President Donald Trump and divide his supporters, and that's all this is about. Okay, so a couple of the other questions that were in there. You just had the Senate pass the rescissions bill, the Doge cuts now, $9 billion in cuts, which defunds PBS and NPR. The media trying to ask a few questions about like, oh, my God, the NPR saves lives. NPR is a propaganda station. Everybody knows it. It's about promoting the left-wing lunacy ideology, just like the public school system. So it's good to see that these things got defunded. It now has to go to the House tomorrow. I believe that they're going to vote on that. Other thing that Karoline Leavitt brought up was they put a lot of pictures out about the scarring or the abnormality on President Donald Trump's hand. They were making a big deal out of this. She gave out the report from the doctor saying that he had some, whatever the issues were, varicose veins or something. He had all kind of different tests done. Health is perfect. This is a guy that's 78 years old and keeps a schedule that most 40-year-olds can't keep up with. He's constantly on the move. He's constantly on the run. And so I don't think there's any question. And it's funny because now the same media suddenly has an interest about health. They're concerned about the health of President Donald Trump. They never once even mentioned the word health while Joe Biden was the president. The guy couldn't speak. He didn't know where he was walking. He couldn't leave the stage. But they never once questioned the health about that. So now they're worried because they saw a boo-boo on Trump's hand. Oh, my God, what's going on? He's got a medical issue. So that was another thing that was addressed there as well. But, I don't think that the Epstein thing is going to go away. I don't think this kind of solves it. But I do think that as far as saying that the Democrats are seizing on this thing, a lot of people now starting to point out, too, like I did here last week or the beginning of the week, saying how President Donald Trump's campaign promises on Agenda 47, the top 20 campaign promises, that the Epstein client list was not in there. That wasn't something that he campaigned on. He never once mentioned it during his campaign speeches, about 120 speeches that he had. He did mention it on a couple of podcasts that he did, saying that he would release it, but he said that he did say when he was on with Sean Duffy's wife there, he said that, there's some fake stuff in there and there's some nonsense in there. So he was cautious about that, even when he answered those questions on the campaign trail. So I do think that the media is going to try to do what they can to breathe life into the thing, they see an opening there. We just had the report that the Democrat approval rating is down to like 28%. It's the lowest I think they said it's been since like 1992, since they started tracking it. Meanwhile, President Donald Trump's rating amongst the Republicans is up, despite the fact with all the Epstein stuff. So President Donald Trump getting it done on all cylinders. And of course, the Democrats, the media see an opportunity here to put a wedge between the MAGA supporters, to put a wedge between Trump and his supporters, and they are going to seize the day. They are not going to let that die. They are going to continue to ride it. They've got nothing else to look forward to. Their party is decimated. They got a communist running for mayor in New York City, so they're pretty much shot. The only thing they're holding on to here is how can they hurt Trump. This seems to be the way that they're going to go about it. I do not see it happening for much longer here, as it did. I will agree that, at first I'm saying, like, this is something that's going to go on for the next 3 years. I think that that most of the damage has been done about this, and I think that the Trump supporters seem to be ready to move on from it. And I think that as long as Trump keeps winning, keeps delivering on his campaign promises, I think that noise will eventually continue to quiet down. So, unfortunately, didn't get a chance to pop a question in there today at the briefing. Honored to be there as always. Giving you guys a quick hitter here from the White House before I get on the train, head back up. If you enjoy these breakdowns, you could buy me a coffee. Got the link down there in the description below. And don't forget, follow the podcast so you can hear why Trump is trending each and every day.
Trump is trending, he's everywhere. From the news to the cat babies in our air.